Leafs talk, JD Bunkis, Sam McKee, the Toronto Maple Leafs drop what was, I think, one of their better games of the entire season in overtime to the team that Bill Simmons just a few days earlier this week deemed the most irrelevant franchise in all of professional sports. Maybe Adam Fantilli's going to change that.
So, in defense of the sports guy, did you actually listen to the pod?
I listened to that part, yeah.
Well, like the guy that emailed him nominated them as as a Blue Jackets fan, nominated them as the most irrelevant team. Like that's how he started it. He was like, I think we're the most relevant team. Your thoughts? And then he like laid out the whole case, and it was a good case. So
if you're a Jackets fan, I don't think that you actually like if you're a Jackets fan and you're saying like we have that one win against Tampa, I actually think that proves the point.
Yeah, the Aaron Portzline, who was on Real Kipper and Born today, a guy who's covered the team forever, he calls it the glory year.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. I don't know, man. Like I thought the case was quality that that they don't actually have a rival, right? Like nobody really cares about them. They've got one moment in their entire franchise's history. They're not littered. They're not covered in glory with great individual players. They've had horrific tragedies. Like, yeah, I don't know. I saw some people like the Columbus Blue Jackets did their thing where they like tweeted something and I went, this is a good look for you. You should ignore this.
They did like the Grantland went to 404 and I'm like, he's made like $200 million on his own website.
That's like, one of the richest guys ever because he left ESPN.
It was a tough look for the Jackets.
Yeah. But, like, we got you. He's like, yeah, no, I just made that, but on my own, where I get all the money for it.
The best part about it is, and I can't wait to bring it up tomorrow with Doug McLean, is that like during his case,
was a part of it. Yeah.
During his case, he was like, the fans are still pissed that they took. He's called him Gilbert Brule.
Yeah.
Gilbert Brule. He's like, they took Gilbert Brule over Kopitar. And I'm like, I talked to a guy every single week that was a huge part of that. So we're going to get the audio and play it from Mac.
Incredible. Truly incredible. Okay. So we got to start with this, man. Like I'll tell you right now. Yeah. I think that tonight is actually going to be more positive talk for me. Like there was a lot of things that I liked. This to me was closer to 60 minutes from a shorthanded team that played with, I thought, a little bit more defensive jam. There's a lot to like from the top line. The goaltender performed well again. The blue line did a better job of limiting Columbus to the outside, which I liked. But Jesus, Max Domi.
Oh my God. I did like, I mean, that is just
criminal.
I did an old timey, I like punched my notebook when I was like, what is that pass? Like I literally yelled it as it happened. Like it's just not good hockey. And he's the king of the sauce. All he ever wants to do is sauce. That play had absolutely zero chance of coming off. He's got no support behind him. And he just fires a 1% chance grenade into the slot with a bunch of fast guys.
0% chance. There's no way that's ever getting through there in the NHL. And like, even if it does, what is he doing with it? I don't know, man.
But can I ask you another question? Like, I know they're shorthanded, but I'm probably not going to elect to have 11 on the ice in the final minute overtime if I'm the coach of the team. And listen, like it's a bad play and he's had a bad year, but part of that is on the coaching staff where, like, I get that you got Scott Lawton out there. You got Tavares is playing every single minute of this game. They just keep asking him if he can play. Like, I understand that there's reasons that you have to have him out there. You look at him as your center. Like, give Lorentz a go. Like, try somebody else for a little bit. Like, he had 2 or 3 separate shifts in overtime, and they barely had the puck anytime he is really, really tough in his own zone, and he's making bad decisions with the puck all over the ice. He's having an awful year. It's not going well for Max. And this just kind of exemplifies what the year's been like for him. It really does.
Listen, you and I have given him praise as one of the only guys that really does seem to understand the market. And
I would say we're the pro Max Domi show his whole career here.
Yeah. I think we've defended him quite a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. So this does feel like a little bit of a pile-on for a really bad moment for a guy who obviously is going to wear that pass and cares.
Yeah.
But to your point about like, if you're not putting 11 on the ice 3-on-3, with his
Yeah,
skill set and the
I
fact
guess.
that he is a most effective player when he is playing on the rush
Mhm.
and creating for others with open space, which is what 3-on-3 is about.
Yeah.
When are you supposed to be playing him? Because tonight there's a goal that happens because of an icing that Domi has that
Yeah.
pins the Leafs in. And I think that Robertson bears some of that second goal too, because he doesn't get the puck out deep enough. And Riley, who's on the ice for that one too, like maybe not the best gap control,
Yeah.
but ultimately a lot more bad things happen when Max Domi's on the ice than good. And at some point when they're looking at this lineup and reconciling things, if they're healthy down the middle, right? You've got 4 centers that are clearly playing over him, and you don't want to lose them. Like you don't, I feel like I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth here because I've seen him play well in the National Hockey League. And yet this year, the moments, bro, are very fleeting. Like the best play of this year for him was taking a penalty that broke their backs against the Bruins.
Yeah. It's really been a frustrating year to watch. And like, I mean, I don't know what the up-to-date number is now for goals on versus goals for. Like it feels like they get hemmed in pretty much every time he's on the ice. Like
it's the
I don't
scariest part of the game is when his line, basically
Domi,
whoever he's with,
Domi, Robertson and McMahon. I don't know what their fancy numbers are tonight, but they wouldn't be very fancy to look at, I'm imagining, because it felt like they spent most of the time in the defensive zone.
McMahon had the one rush where he
flew to the net.
The once a game McMahon dash, maybe sometimes twice a game. Outside of that, not really a lot of positive moments from those guys.
No, not a ton. So I don't know what you do. I guess, I mean, Luke says -10 on the year for Domi if you care about plus minus. I've always said that I care about the high end and the low end of plus minus. I think is much more telling than the one that's closer to the medium. And for a guy that, what's he averaging for ice time this year? 11, 12 minutes.
I was
for a
guy
that's a guy that's averaging 11, 10 minutes a night to be -10. It tells you.
Yeah,
it's not going well for Max.
It's
not
flawed
going at all.
It's a flawed statistic, obviously, but that's one where you see it and you go -10 for Domi through 20 games.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yep. Meets the eye test, I would say.
Yeah.
I would say that feels even generous to what I've watched for a lot of the year.
I don't think that he's the story of the game. I think that Cowan is, but
definitely.
I need to talk about Joseph Woll first.
Okay.
I just need to do it because I think that we skipped over him in the last game. And I just ask you this. How different does it feel watching these guys with him back there? He has not allowed, you know how I do my JD goalie war, right? Like, did it cost you a game? Did he lose you a game? Has he let in a softie? 0 softies so far for Joe Woll.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
0.
0 softies.
Nothing. That's
3-2-3 in his 3 starts, right?
Yeah.
3 against the Blackhawks, 2 against St. Louis, and 3 tonight. Lots of really good saves. This is what it looks like when it's good with him. Like there's he's not flying around. He's not like out of place. You feel comfortable when the puck's heading towards the net. Great rebound control. And I think I've been on maybe the more insensitive side, I guess you would say, of what's happened with him in terms of kind of getting him back in the net here and what's been going on.
Nobody knows what's happened.
No,
so like is tough.
I don't know what's kept him out.
Yeah.
But I would say that I give him an absolute ton of credit for coming off whatever he was dealing with, coming into this season, quote unquote cold. Like I know you get warmed up. I know you have a couple AHL games, but that's nothing like playing in these games.
Sure.
And coming in and giving them 3 straight quality starts that's given them a chance to win. It really does. If you're looking for a reason to like be like the Leafs are going to dig their way out of this, it's Joseph Woll playing like this 2 or 3 nights a week. That's what you're looking at.
That's the feeling that I have too. Tonight, I didn't like Columbus was getting a couple of these chances, right? They're banging around the net. They were whipping a lot of shots wide that were some of their more dangerous opportunities. But Woll came up with some huge stops. And just, again, my feeling when I was watching him was, I don't think he's going to give one up. Like, I don't think Columbus is going to score on him without some kind of a grade A opportunity. Like, look at the goals that went in tonight. The Fantilli shot, the first one that gets a little piece of his teammate, that was a snipe. I texted you, like, if old Johnny Bauer would have seen that shot, he would have put a mask on immediately. Like, yeah.
Like, you know what? I'm beating Jacques Plant to this, buddy. I'm getting that mask on tomorrow.
Yeah, forget what I was saying about no mask. Like, I see that guy shoot it, I'm just gonna put it on. And the next one, same kind of thing where you're like, okay, I'm not faulting them for this. Took a pretty incredible effort. I just, the level of confidence I think that this group is, if confidence is one of the issues with this team, which every single person that I've talked to agrees is, I don't know how that can't start to boost you and help, like you said, dig you out of it if your goaltender's back there making just about every save you need him to. And to me, like, eye test wise, this felt like last year's Leafs, where it was, hey, top line's going great, and the team is kind of just keeping the opponent to the outside and forcing a lot of shots that were from distance, letting their goalie see the puck a lot, letting them make some saves. So yeah, not a fully complete game. Some moments that you wish that they would have been better, like right after they score the game tying goal where Columbus sort of just shoves it down their throat.
I had three straight bad shifts after they tied it.
Yeah, that and the second period just giving up 2 goals again, where it's been their problem period. Like, you'd love to see them dominate one of those the way that I thought they did in the first. But man, Woll inspires a lot of confidence. If you're scratching and clawing and dying to get back in the playoff picture, I think that he's going to be the main reason for it.
Totally. And just give, like I said at the start, just give him credit coming in here, and not like, I think maybe last year when he came back, he had a couple pretty stinky ones where we were like, what's going on here? And it kind of took him a while to get into the rhythm. And there has been exactly 0 stinky ones. He's been really good for 3 straight games.
Well, and like gutsy of him to step in there cold with like the team in complete desperation, tons of guys missing, bad defensive play, and he's sort of settled them down a bit. And
I got to tell you, like, he's played 3 straight here.
Yeah,
it's going to be 6. Like, they play Saturday night in Montreal, 100% starting. They play next Wednesday in Columbus, probably going to start that one. They play next Friday in Washington, no back-to-backs. Like, Anthony Stolarz has disappeared now when it wasn't serious, but now he's just like not even on the ice.
Vintage Maple Leafs. They're like, it's a minor. It starts with, hey, it's nothing.
He's actually on his way to Germany now. Like, it's just like,
but did you see that what they said today?
Yes, of course I saw it all, man. We talked about it for 25 minutes on our show today. It's infuriating.
No, but
just be honest.
Turns out to be a little bit more serious than we originally thought. I'm like, dude, who is the doctor that looks at these guys first?
It's not the doctor.
I know.
It's bad messaging from the coach, where he sees a guy that, like, he's old school hockey guy, and he sees him, like, walking around being like, it's nothing serious. He's fine. And then the doctor's like, actually, no, he like tore his pec. He's like, oh crap. That's what it is. It's not like some grand conspiracy. I don't think. I think it's just a coach that's like hoping these guys are fine and just says it right after a game. That's what I think it is.
Okay. The story of the game tonight was Easton Cowan.
Yeah.
Who
a lot of check marks here on my notes.
How many shifts was he just around it? And honestly, one of the most impressive things, like, I know he sets up the game tying goal, but him in overtime, man, where he is just a dog on the bone, and it's at the end of a shift and the kids play 20 minutes and he is just hacking and going after. I can't remember which Blue Jackets player it was, but he almost turned him over because he's just like right on his hip grinding after what was like a minute long overtime shift, digging deep in the tank. I went, that's the kind of thing that's gotta, I made the point, a couple of weeks ago, where I'm like, I don't even know if it was on this show. It might've been on my other one, where I was like, man, if they need the 20-year-old kid to inspire their play and show them what working hard looks like, and, being hungry. Yeah, it was here.
Yeah.
Then they're in trouble. But I don't know. Maybe I'll change my mind, because a game like tonight, there's no way that they're sending him back down if he keeps playing like this. He looked bigger to me. Like, he just, like, I was like, did he change his equipment? He looks an inch taller. Did he take some HGH down in the Marlies for those 2 games? Like, the way he was playing made him look bigger. It was a phenomenal outing for him.
Yeah. I mean, they're pressing right now. They're at the blackjack table. They're hitting on 15 right now. They're playing this kid 20 minutes tonight. They're putting him on the top line, every offensive zone draw, Yarncroc for the defensive zone draws. Like, they are coaching and putting him in the A spots in this lineup. And they're like, you know what, rookie Woll be damned, whatever be damned. We're just doing it. And he rewarded him tonight. Like, I can't tell you how this hockey sense, the play he makes to Tavares, where they're skating up the ice together, and to have the deft touch, you know, to not hammer that pass across, but to just do a little slip pass, put it right on the tape for Tavares, who, you know, I mean, he's made a career out of that exact same spot on the ice. Between the hash marks is his office. But like, he was fabulous tonight, and he's got a great hockey IQ. He's making good reads. He's a massive reason they got a point tonight. Super, super impressive stuff. I mean, I don't think the coaching staff who's fighting for their job is worrying about what he's going to look like in a month. They're worrying about getting back into the playoff picture by the time American Thanksgiving rolls around next Friday or next Thursday. But yeah, man, awesome night for the kid. Loved him tonight. Just impressive.
Really impressive game. I think that based on the way he played with those guys tonight, at least for now, Easton Cowan looks like a guy who may have found a home on that line. Here's
what they're going to do. Here's what they're just going to do, the same thing they did tonight, where at practice they'll be like, oh, it's Yarncroc again, and they'll put Yarncroc up there. But like, as soon as the game gets important and they have to have an offensive zone draw, they'll stick Cowan out there. Like,
I think that those guys had a real nice balance to them tonight. And
no, they look good.
I think Tavares played well. I thought Nylander was way more engaged than he has been in the last few games. Like, just, I don't know, man. I don't know how else to say it other than like, you've watched enough Nylander and you know, like, does he have it tonight? And he had it tonight. Yeah, he had it tonight. And I liked the ways that those guys complemented each other. There was a lot of really fun moments. And yeah, I would give it a little bit of a look. I don't know if the 20-year-old who's in his rookie season can play 20 minutes a night, but I'm saying, like, you obviously can dial that way back down once guys start to get healthy. And if you're trying to envision, like, hey, one of the big storylines coming this season was that they're looking for a top 6 forward. Again, he's 20. It's one game. I'm not trying to like blow this out of the water, but you at least explore it, man, because clearly he's at least got a little bit of the skill and the effort and the motor. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's well said. Nothing else to add. Just an excellent night for Cowan.
All right. Where do you want to go next?
Do you want to talk about Stetcher?
I got Stetcher and Mermis in my notes.
I watched a lot of that Oilers game last night. I was flicking back and forth with our Rappies and the Oilers.
Yeah.
And I'm like, boy, this decor couldn't use Stetcher. He's the Leafs' best guy. Oilers decor. I'm like, who's in a bigger trouble? Leafs or Oilers? Oilers suck. But like, I've been impressed with Stetcher. He's clearly like very obvious a 7D that can kind of pop from a night-to-night basis because he makes good reads and he's good offensively and he jumps in here and there. But like,
and he's got a motor too.
It's encouraging that when the Leafs decor is all healthy, depending on what it's going to look like if they make trades or whatever it's going to look like, this is a guy that could be your 7th D-man and play a few games as your 6th. And maybe, the way it's looking right now, the way it's going. But him and Mermis were both pretty solid tonight. I was impressed with both of them.
I texted you as Stetcher, the Leafs' best defenseman.
Yeah, I know. So I know you did.
I'm in lockstep here. Like he played great tonight. My only thing is with him, and again, I know that this is we get screwed up on the show because you and I never can contain things to not the big picture, right? So
yeah, of course.
Yeah, but he was awesome tonight. But yeah, he's clearly one of those guys who's going to step in here and look great when they're hurt and that they've been missing puck movers. And then over the course of 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you're going to see the warts a little bit more.
Totally. It's like, this is like the biggest honeymoon period ever. Like, you just had a fantastic first date. The second date went pretty well.
All of a sudden you start to see the red flags.
Yeah. And then you're like, oh God, she wasn't very nice to that waiter.
So she starts asking you about like horoscopes and starts asking you like how much money you'd spend on her for Taylor Swift tickets. And you're
she's like, when she goes to the gas station, she doesn't fill her car to full. She just kind of goes to like half empty. I'm not a big fan of that.
She defends the 2 girls doing the media tour on Wicked. You're like, anyway, the goal that Mermis scores. This was awesome because, I asked the crew here to get the 2 shots that he had prior. He was hunting.
Yeah, he was firing it.
Yeah, he was firing it and he got rewarded. So good for the kid. First goal is a Maple Leaf. Like, here's what I would say about the Mermis goal and what I really liked about it. This is what I want to see from the Maple Leafs fringe guys is lay it all out there, man. You know, like this is your shot. This Leafs team has got a bunch of bodies that feel like they are not set in stone with being on this roster. And if you're a guy like Mermis and they're hurt, here's your shot.
Yeah.
You know, and I thought that he took it tonight with a couple of the opportunities that he had. Same thing with Troy Stetcher. Same thing with like the way Easton Cowan played hungry. Like, I like seeing those kind of guys come into the lineup and give them a little bit of something when so many dudes like how many Michelli shifts? I had one positive Dakota Joshua note where I went like really good back check on one play where he broke up an Olivier opportunity. Outside of that, completely quiet again tonight. Like, you know, the Domi stuff we've already gone over. Michelli takes another penalty. Like, is that 3 straight games with a penalty for Michelli?
What was his penalty tonight?
I can't remember, but it's just like in the box. It's like, man, it like, oh, I think they put him in there on the too many men. But yeah, so maybe not him. But either way. Oh, no, he got the trip. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Thank you.
So it's like, I don't know, man. I'm just, there's too many guys that are, what's the Stringer Bell thing? We're having too many 40-degree days or 60-degree days.
Never watched The Wire.
Oh,
actually, that's a lie. That's a lie. I don't want to get into this, but I watched the first season. I watched like the second season and I was just like, I'm good. I didn't like it.
I hope you get crushed in the
just
chat.
wasn't for me. Just wasn't for me.
I just hope the chat comes for you in a
like there's shows that everyone loves that I haven't loved. Like, you know, you're big Game of Thrones guy.
No, I hated Game of Thrones.
No, you loved Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I got into Game of Thrones and
you loved it from the start. I watched the first season. I'm like,
the start was the bomb. I totally defend the start, but no,
big red wedding guy.
No, yeah, the red wedding was sick. That was a real moment. But no, The Wire rocks. Anyway, there's this moment where it's like Stringer Bell gives them a speech about like how there's too much basically mediocre and that they need a little bit more excellence. And that's the way that I feel about the Leafs lineup. And that's why it's exciting for me to see some of the new faces come in here and at least give them a little bit of a spark and have some pop and have some moments and feel like, all right, they're at least doing something versus a lot of the other guys where I'm like 40-degree days.
Yep.
It's definitely not 40 degrees. I think it's 80-degree days.
Yeah, I mean, if it was 40-degree days, if they're doing in Fahrenheit, it's cold. Yeah, 40. What's 40 mean? What's going on there? Anyways, what did I have here? I wanted to bring up that John Tavares never loses a draw.
No,
honestly, he never loses.
Awesome again tonight, man.
But no, he just
rocks.
Like he is a grown ass man in dot, and like even when they sent him out for that last shift where Mike Johnson's like, man, they've only been on the bench for they send Tavares over and he is visibly gassed, but they send him back out there. I mean, what did he end up playing tonight? It felt like he was out there for half the game.
Yeah, he was out there for a lot.
I'm just looking at his ice time tonight. Plays 20:59, not as much as it felt like, but it's still a lot for him. He was down to his career low at one point this year. So they're really asking a lot of him. So even that shift where he's dead tired, he comes out there and he wins it clean and they get a little chance in the offensive zone towards the end of the game. He's so good in the draw. It's a little thing, but they start the shifts with him with having possession because of him so many times. It's unbelievable.
Yep, he's been amazing. He's legitimately been the most consistent and best player on the team throughout this entire season, and he continued that again tonight.
And like I know we've done this a million times, but it just makes me sick to see isn't just on his shirt still. Yeah. What are there anything else big? I have a couple other things.
No.
Fantilli is
killer.
Leafs killer territory. Like in the Matt Molson Hall of Fame for like kind of underrated guy.
I was thinking the same thing where it's like, I don't know.
Gerald Henderson Hall of Fame for random guy that kills the Toronto team.
No, but that's the thing is he doesn't go into the Gerald Henderson, into the Matt Molson because it's like, he's way better than those guys. Like he's one of their.
What was the guy that used to hit bombs off Halliday all the time that played for the Rays? Fox or what the hell is his name? It's going to drive me nuts. Maybe not Fox, but there's a guy on the Rays that had like mutton chops that always used to hit bombs off Halliday. He like owned Halliday. He's like one of the only guys. So it's going to drive me crazy. But we'll move past it.
I'll just tell you that like Fantilli's on a different level of player though. Like he's awesome.
Yeah. And listen, I do have a huge soft spot for hockey moms and Julie on the Mount Rushmore of hockey mom names. And
really
she's just in the crowd. Like, I know, but like Julie, Bonnie, Brenda, Bambi. You know, like, like there's a lot. Bambi.
Yeah, I love a Bambi. Yeah. Brenda's Barbie. Like, there's
Barbie. I don't know what
you don't know about Barb?
Oh, Barb. But that's Barbara. That's not Barbie.
Yeah, but that's also Barbie. Like,
anyways.
What are you talking about?
So I love the reaction. It just makes me so happy. Like the amount of hard work driving like those parents have done, and like to put that to get them to the NHL and have them come home. And now, 8 goals and 3 assists in 9 games against the Leafs. Nobleton kid. It's unbelievable. So good for him. Good for him. And that one he scored, that was like the snapper off the leg. Such a great shot. But that second shot, toe drag, snapper, bing. That was nasty. Kid can fire it.
Yeah,
kid
really
can
good
fire
player.
It.
Really good
he
player.
He can absolutely fire it.
But like, I just don't put him in the class you're trying to put him in, just because it's like, this guy could play for Team Canada someday. So not putting him in the Gerald Henderson All-Stars.
No, that's fair. But I'm just saying, like, at this point of his career, he's playing for the most relevant franchise in all sports, bud. Like, he has a little bit of Gerald Henderson vibes.
Well, I would say like it's more so in terms of like the team comparison. It's like Charlotte Hornets / Columbus Blue Jackets are in the same category of team.
Definitely.
Like,
definitely.
But he's just, if you were going to say when they're playing anybody, who's the most likely guy to score a goal, like he's the favorite every single night in that group. So that's the only difference.
Other thing, how the 4-minute penalty thing is so weird to me. Like in the first period, Joshua gets high sticked and he's clearly like cut or like has a bruise or like has a thing that's like kind of bleeding a little bit. But like sometimes they call it and sometimes they don't. I think they should get rid of that rule. It's too much gray area. If it's a high stick, it's a high stick. It's a 2-minute penalty. I don't understand why it's like, sometimes they have a little cut and there's a little bit of blood and they don't call it. Sometimes there's blood and they do call it. Just make it 2 minutes. Get rid of it. It's just too much gray area. That's obviously a 4-minute penalty. Like you have to be gushing blood right away for it to be 4 minutes. It's stupid.
Listen, I love this take. I've never thought about this, but now that you're saying it,
it doesn't make any sense.
I hate the 4 minutes. Like you get a little blood. It just so happened to hit you in the lip and said, like some high sticks are vicious and you don't bleed.
Yes.
And others are nothings and you get a little cut and it just so happens to catch you right in the right place with the skin. Like you having thin skin literally is an advantage in hockey.
Yes.
Don't love that. So you're right. Get rid of it. I'm into this take. This is a good one.
It just drives me crazy. I don't understand.
Anything else? We're 30 minutes into Columbus Blue Jacket show, and I got a show tomorrow at 9.
I was quickly trying to figure out what the hell the guy's name was that owned Roy Halladay, but I can't figure it out. So let's go.
Yeah. All right. We're done. Subscribe to this
podcast.
Saturday
night, though. That'll be fun.
Yeah. I'm excited for Habs Saturday night. Honestly, like at least like, good. Yeah. Watch The Wire. That's what
I tried. I gave it a puncher's chance. Like it's fine. I didn't love it.
That's brutal take.
I'm Frank Sabatka, whatever. I'm a big Frank Sabatka guy. What do you want from me?
Frank Sabatka was a great character. All right, we got to go. Subscribe to the podcast. Reach out anytime at JD Bunkis, at Sammy McKee, and we'll see you Saturday against the Habs.